All right, it's cancer update time. I finally talked to a doctor. I had a CT scan done a week ago Monday, and they were supposed to talk to me within 24 to 72 hours, which would have been that Wednesday. And here it is Friday, a week after that 72 hours is up, and I'm just now talking to them. So, basically, what he said is that the CT scan results showed very minimal growth, which is great. Praise God, praise God, praise God. So I asked him if that was normal. Is that normal that in this particular type of cancer, with where it's at and all these, my particular case, is that normal that it would have only had that amount of growth, which was from, the original CT scan was 2.7, now it's 3 point something, almost 4. So he said, no, that was not average at all. He said that that was very unusual, and that, whatever I was doing, because I haven't told him what I'm doing, I just told him I've got something going on my own. He said, whatever I'm doing, is, keep it up kind of thing. But he did say that although it was very unusual, that any tumorous growth, any cancerous growth could grow and stall and then grow again, and grow more rapidly the next time. So, although it was unusual, it wasn't a 100% indication that it's going away. I mean, it's not going away, it's still growing. So, my initial reaction was, well, hey, if that's the case, then I just won't do the proton radiation. That's what my initial thought was. But, as I talked to him and questioned some more about some other stuff, he said that the growth rate really had nothing to do with the when or where, when it would spread and where it would spread to. So here's the deal. If it does spread, they can't tell me when it's going to spread, if it'll spread, or where it would spread to. And if it does spread, and it spreads fast enough and to the right places, then it could be catastrophic. There could be, Katie, bar the door, you're out of here, buddy. You're dead. And of course, he's not saying it's going to happen. He just says that that's, he can't, there's no way that he could tell me when or if that was going to happen, or if it would continue to grow slowly, but eventually still get to a place where it would move into the next stage and spread and all those kind of things. He just, there's no magic, ball that would tell him that. So I asked him what the, what with my particular cancer and his plan to attack it with the proton radiation, not the pass-through normal radiation, what were the chances that I would have some of those devastating side effects, like losing teeth, being put on a feeding tube. And he said because of my particular location and the way that they're going to be able to attack it, and with the physical shape that I'm in, he said that I had very minimal chances of having any severe side effects. That apparently, if I understood him right, I'm not a doctor, but if I understood him right, there are 5 saliva glands that cause, if you damage those 5 saliva glands, it could cause you to not be able to eat properly, and therefore you might have to go into a feeding tube. And it would cause you not to create saliva, which therefore would damage your teeth, because your teeth need that saliva in order to keep in good shape. And that's why a lot of people lose their teeth. He said in my case, 3 of the 5 was not going to be affected at all. So they would not, the proton radiation, more precise radiation and not passing through all the way, would not damage 3 of the 5. 1 of them would be completely destroyed, and the 4th one would have minimal damage. that's what the plan that they're going to shoot me at, you know. And he did say he can't make any promises. There's no promises in this game. They can't say 100% what's going to happen, and I totally 100% get that. So he did say that he did not see me in any way, shape, or form. Matter of fact, he said that he felt that there was less than 1% chance that I would go on a feeding tube. He didn't say the percentages of losing teeth, but he said he did not foresee me losing teeth. He did not foresee any damage to my larynx, you know, my voice box, or any of those things. Those were things that should not be affected in any way. So after thinking about it, I don't see a downside of of doing the radiation. It doesn't make sense to me not to do the radiation. With this type of radiation, or any radiation for that matter, it's my understanding, I'm not a doctor, but it's my understanding that you can continue to take the fenbendazole and all the other supplements. I'm not going to be on any medication. I may be given some lotion or some crap like that to, to minimize the burns, in which I may have some burning problems. So my thought process is to 100% go through with the proton radiation. I've already met my out-of-pocket expenses, so in theory, it's to me anyway, it's free. You guys will have to pay for it through your insurance, and I guess we'll all pay for it in the end. But anyway, I can go ahead and start doing the proton radiation, and if I start having problems with swallowing, eating, major burn issues or anything like that, man, I just stop. I still control what I do to my body, at least at this point. That may change any day now, folks. You better pay attention to what's going on. But right now, I do still control what's going on with my body, and I can just stop it and just say, okay, I'm through. I'm walking out the door, and I ain't gonna do this anymore. I ought to make a song. I think I just came up with a verse for a song. But anyway, I think that I'm going to go ahead and start it, which will be Monday. I'll start Monday, October 30th. I'll be done unless there's some day that I miss, but I'll have to do 35 treatments. But unless for some reason I miss a day, I'll be done on December the 18th. And, with very minimal side effects. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't try it along with doing what I'm doing. And from the very beginning, I wanted to ask God. I specifically asked God to show me a way to in the end glorify Him, no matter what, whether it spread and I died, or He miraculously cured me in one day, which I know He can, and I know He still may do that. But regardless, I wanted to, how can I glorify God? And I don't know the answer to that, except for right now, this minute, I can tell you that I 100% believe that God is guiding me in my decision making. I've been asking God, what do I need to do? Do I need to just stand firm and just take the fenbendazole and nothing else? And I really believe that's what I would have done had I not been given this opportunity to proton radiation, because all the good stuff I just said would be out the door with that other type of radiation. I would be, in a possibility of losing teeth and being on a feeding tube. The possibility would be far greater. So, I thank God listened to prayers. That's what I believe, man. God listened to prayers from me, from my wife, from my family, from people on, Facebook and YouTube or whatever, just friends and church members. I believe there are people praying for me, and I'm thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that. And I believe God answered that prayer and allowed me to be approved for this proton radiation, which the doctor said that's very unusual, that someone my age with this condition specifically would be given the approval from the insurance company to do this proton radiation. I don't know why. I don't know why. There's, it seems to be better in every single way. The effect is, as far as the effectiveness of the treatment, is as good as the other type of radiation. I do not know why there's not more proton radiation treatments around. My understanding, there's only 2 in Texas. The one here in Irving that I'll go to, and one at MD Anderson. So I don't know. It's cost $1 quadrillion or whatever to build the thing, and the insurance company or the medical community already has another $1 quadrillion already invested in these other type of radiation treatments. That's the answer right there. They don't want to give that up. They've already put, however much money into those facilities, and they're everywhere. Those facilities are everywhere. So they don't care that pass-through radiation is tearing people up, where there is another type of radiation that'll work and work just as good. They just don't care. That's the simple answer. And it would cost more in the end for everyone to do that other type. I don't know. But if it ain't airplanes, it's a dog. What am I gonna do? Hey, listen, anyway, praise God. I was approved for the proton radiation. Praise God that my particular tumor is in a spot where it's going to be a minimal damage. And praise God that I have people in my corner who are praying for me. Thank you very much. I love each and every one of you. Have a blessed day.